Yeah, so our club started in 1995. A husband and wife from Canada were moved to the area, and they wanted to start a curling club, so they took an ad out in the local newspaper, and they got a cohort of people to come together and rent out some arena ice for, to start some leagues. So that was the beginning of our club in 95, and the club has curled at a number of different arenas since then. But in April of 2015, the Triangle Curling Club's dedicated facility opened in South Durham, and that's approximately the time that I got into the sport. And the whole mantra of the push for dedicated ice was build it and they will come. And that's certainly what we saw. The membership of Triangle Curling was down to very low digits until the 2010 Olympics, and that was kind of a turning point in our membership. It grew up to a certain critical mass that we needed to build a dedicated facility and make sure that business was viable. And when the building opened, there were, I'd say, around 70, 80 members of Triangle Curling Club, and then within the first year that doubled. So that build it and they will come was certainly true for us. That's how I found the sport, and coming in when there's so much growth was difficult because a lot of, such a high percentage of the club was brand new members who had never curled before. But hey, you got to fill out leagues, you have to make sure people know what they're doing, and there was a little bit of tough growth right there at the beginning. But that's when I came in, so I took that as an opportunity to really learn the sport and try to become as much of an expert in it as I could. And I saw an opportunity at that point. The club is going to need some leadership and some volunteering. So that's when I decided that I'd like to serve on the board. And sure enough, back in May of 2019, I was elected president.
All right. So what have you guys grown to now? What's your membership at now?
Membership is around 300 right now. That includes our juniors and adult members and daytime curlers. It doesn't include people that come by for things like pizza and pickup or learn to curl, things like that.
Yeah, I was down here for level 1 instructor program, and you guys had your junior program going on that morning. Talk a little bit about your junior program, how it's grown now that you have a dedicated facility, how many junior curlers you've got, and how that has kind of helped spur your growth as well.
I'm really proud of our junior program. We have some excellent organizers and great coaches running it. We have Derek Corbett, who's on a U.S. national team, is one of our head coaches for the juniors. And I'd say there's about 40 kids in all in the two junior programs we have. One of them is called the recreational program, and that's where everybody starts. And it's not competitive. It's more of a program where kids come on their Sunday to have fun, get on the ice, throw some rocks, and then those that are more serious about it will join the advanced commitment program. It tends to be slightly older kids, and they work on a lot of drills. They work on getting their delivery great. They work on line and weight and things like that, and then we try to funnel opportunities for those kids, such as junior bond spiels, and putting together teams for national events is kind of where we want to go with that.
What about college curling? We had a chance to talk to Gordon McLean, who is Mr. College Curling here in the U.S. There's a lot of not just four-year universities, but also small colleges in this area. Has that been an area that you guys see the opportunity to grow, or is that one that you think is becoming stronger with the club?
Yeah, I had a great conversation with Gordon McLean earlier this week, and currently we don't have any specific college programs. It's been on our radar. Of course, we are somewhat new, and we're trying to grow things of that nature. So we do have the three main universities around here, North Carolina State University, University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and Duke University, all of those within about a 30-minute drive of the club. So it would be great to have some intercollegiate competition going on, some college nights. And one thing I heard from Gordon is that the college kids aren't quite as picky about the time that they're curling. They can, they'll be happy to take, an 11 p.m. draw. So knowing that, it would be easy to set that up and and get that going, because they'll come in and people will be there from a previous draw, and so it won't be there won't be an issue of having to open the building for somebody, whatnot. And then, of course, hey, the more you're getting out of your ice, the better, right? Because we're a business and we got to make money. Every hour that the ice is not used is potential for extra revenue. So that's definitely something we want to look at. The college curling is, I think it's a great age group to get started in curling, because they can really enjoy it for the rest of their lives, because curling is so accessible to people of all ages.